Okay guys, so today I'm bringing you a new series, career mode series, and it's basically the alphabet career mode. What I'm going to be doing in this career mode series is every time I'll get a team that starts with a letter from the alphabet, going in alphabetical order obviously. So today we're gonna do letter A, and I'm only allowed to use players whose names or surnames begin with A. For example, Alexandre Lacazette, Arjen Robben, Arrizabalaga, the goalkeeper from Athletic Bilbao, who's got great potential, and everyone's either name or surname has to begin with A, and I've got to win the Champions League with that team. So it doesn't really matter which team I choose. I've chosen Arsenal just because they've got a bit more money than the other teams that begin with A, and because I really think that they've got one or two. They already got, for example, Lacazette, whose name is Alexandre, so we already got a player with A, but it doesn't really matter because every player that I have that does not begin with the letter A is gonna get sold basically. So let's do this. Okay guys, so I'm just taking a look at the team, and the only players that we can really use right now is Alexandre Lacazette, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Aaron Ramsey, and Alex Iwobi. So all the other players are gonna get sold. I can't use any of them, and I'm going to replace them with the lowest rated players in the team, or at least that I can find. Yeah, so basically we're not gonna have any players except of those 4 positions, which is not great, to be honest. I can't find a bad cam. Let's put this guy in. Okay, I can, great. So yeah, basically, like I said, Aubameyang, Iwobi, and Ramsey are the only players that I can use from this team. All the other players I'm gonna try to sell, and basically my bench is gonna be made up of youngsters as well, so that I don't use any like actual good player, let's say, that does not have a name beginning with A. Let me just find all the youngsters that I can use. This guy's getting replaced by this guy, and yeah, so the only guy that we have that is okay, let's say, is Callum Chambers. All the others are youngsters that are not really gonna make any difference, and Rob Holding. So yeah, let's see which players beginning with A we can bring in the club. Okay, so our first signing is gonna be the 24-year-old goalkeeper from Roma, Alisson, and we've got a goalkeeper. Let's see what other positions we can bring in. And we have signed Iago Aspas as well from Celta Vigo for a total sum of £37 million. And the bad thing is that no one is actually offering for my players. I've transfer listed most of them. No one's offering for them, and I can't find any deals that I can swap them to because most of the guys want wingers and I don't have wingers. So we'll see what happens, I guess. And we have sold Mesut Ozil to Manchester United for £65 million. And now we have a lot more money to go and get a lot of players named A something. So let's do it. Okay guys, the Ozil will not be missed, as we have gone ahead and signed Dele Alli for said Kolasinac and £58 million. It is a lot of money, but it's worth it for a player of Ali's caliber, as he's really young and really good already. So let's keep going. And 2 of our players leave the club at the same day. Nacho Monreal goes to Crystal Palace, and Jack Wilshere goes to Everton for 20 million, whilst Crystal Palace paid 13 million for Nacho Monreal. So let's see if we can get this money and make some other transfers go through. And we see Danny Welbeck leaving as well for Zenit St. Petersburg for £20 million. And with the money that we've got from all these transfers, from Welbeck, from Monreal, I don't remember the other guys, but we've sold a lot of guys. We've sold Ozo, but it's not like really Ozo's money that went to Ali. So we've turned around and signed David Alaba for £55 million. Great signing, another signing, and really a signing that gets us one step closer to finishing in a Champions Cup spot this season. So let's keep going. And we have sold Laurent Koscielny to Besiktas for £21.7 million. Honestly, a good price tag for a 31-year-old player. So let's keep going. And we have sold David Ospina to Southampton for £7.8 million. And we have signed Toby Alderweireld from Tottenham Hotspur for 25 million plus Henrik Mkhitaryan, a really good signing, and another guy named with a surname starting with A. So that's incredible. Let's keep going. Okay guys, take notes, because this is how you ruin your chance to make some money for the winter transfer window. Hector Bellerin has signed a pre-contract deal with Swansea. Granit Xhaka has signed a pre-contract deal with Leicester. And we basically just lost two players that could have made us a lot of money. So yeah, not the best thing to do. So I'm gonna make sure that Ramsey, Cazorla, and Cazorla do not leave, because I don't want to lose any more money. And I'll catch up with you when I make another signing. Where in basically the first half of the season, we're in top of the league, which is incredible. Because if we win the Premier League in our first season, I really value our chances to win the Champions League on our second one. Right now I have 72 million pounds to work with. Hopefully I can bring in some world-class talent whose surnames start with A. So you may call me an idiot because I'm doing this, but I've decided that I want my team to be filled with only guys whose surnames begin with A. So when I go to my squad, I want to see every guy having a name with an A. So basically, I want to get Azpilicueta for my right back position, and since Alexandre Lacazette didn't have a surname beginning with A, Lacazette does not begin with A, so I decided to give him and pay another 18 million pounds to get Azpilicueta, which is a great deal because now we've got a starting right back. And I'm probably gonna go get a striker now because I need him, and I'll catch up with you when I do that. Okay guys, so as you can see, I've gone ahead and simulated till the end of the season. We're in the cup final, the FA Cup final against Stoke, and a transfer that I forgot to actually show you was Allen from Napoli to Arsenal, obviously our club, for £10.5 million, and Callum Chambers, a really good deal in my opinion. Really like that deal because we didn't have another CDM, and so now our squad looks like this: Aubameyang, Aspas, obviously Maitland-Niles because we don't have another left winger beginning with A. Then we have Ali, Nelson and Iwobi because again we don't have left mid or right mid beginning with A. Then Allen, then Alderweireld, Alaba, Azpilicueta, Alisson, and then our bench basically, from which Mertesacker and Cazorla are leaving. I'm not sure about the rest, but we'll see. And so this is our side or squad, our starting 11. Let's see how we did with the starting 11 in this season's competitions. Let's start with the FA Cup, which, as we said, we're in the final, and I'm actually going to show you the whole simulation of the final to see if we're actually going to win it. Then after the FA Cup we have the Carabao Cup. We made it to the semi-finals, pretty happy with that, and my club Liverpool won it. If you didn't know, I'm a huge Liverpool fan in real life. you can obviously realize that from the other series that I have, they'll never walk alone to glory. But just so you know, I'm a Liverpool fan, and so I'm happy that they won the Carabao Cup. Then we have the Pre-Season Cup, which we don't care about, the World Cup, which we don't care about, and the Premier League, which we actually topped. We won the Premier League, goal difference from our rivals, actually, our London rivals, Tottenham Hotspur or Spurs. We won the Premier League, which is incredible because this shows that with a few additions we might be able to get our goal, which is winning the Champions League within 2 seasons, which is huge. So let's get to the final of the FA Cup. Let's check the simulation out together. Let's just wait the few days that are between the day that we were in and the day of the final. Got a transfer offer from Mustafi. To be honest, why not sell him? You actually get to see the whole negotiation process. I'm not showing this to you, why not leave? This is a pretty good value already, but I'd rather get like 45 million from someone like Mustafi. Let's see if they'll give it to us. They have, so that's pretty nice, pretty good. I like that. So let's get to the final now. We are in the final. Check our starting 11. It is the starting 11 that we've played all our games with. Alisson in goal, which I'm really happy about. One of our first signings, if not the first signing that we made, if I'm not mistaken. So let's get right into the simulation. What problems do we have? No problems with the starting 11. We have Paris here. We don't really care about him. We'll put this guy in. I'm not gonna try to say his name because just look at it. And let's get right into the FA Cup final. I mean, I'm hoping that we can continue the Wenger legacy and win the FA Cup final again, because if Arsene Wenger has ever won anything for Arsenal, it's the FA Cup final. So let's check it out. 20 minutes in, no goals yet. Shaqiri actually scores, but Aspilicueta gets one for us. It's all square. It's 1-1. Let's see what can happen. We're in the second half. 60 minutes in, still 1-0. Let's see, 70 minutes, 18 minutes now, no goals. We're going to extra time, ladies and gentlemen. 105 minutes past, no one has scored. Let's see if we will have to settle with penalties, but Sohbik scores to break our hearts and take the FA Cup final glory away from Arsenal. So we've not won the FA Cup final. I'm not happy about that, but I guess we'll have to repay the favour to Stoke in the Community Shield. So this season's done. First in the Premier League, really happy about that. Let's see what kind of business I'm going to do in the next season.